Hey Brazil, this is John Rzeznik from the Goo Goo Dolls, and you are listening to 89 FM, the Radio Rock.
Goo Goo Dolls are coming to Brazil for the Best of Blues and Rock. I know it's going to be awesome. So what can you expect from the show?
Oh, we're going to play all blues. No, we're not. The last time we played in Brazil was pretty incredible, and it's like I just got a lot of energy from the crowd. It was pretty intense. But I mean, we're gonna play all the hits and just play some rock tunes and just put on a good show. So.
Yeah, talking about your Brazilian fans, I think we can agree when we're saying that we are very passionate and loyal when it comes to Goo Goo Dolls.
Right.
How is your connection with your Brazilian fans?
I mean, we didn't really have a connection until we went down and played Rock in Rio because we'd never played there before. And it's been, what's it been, 3 years? But it's like the fact that we're getting to go back and play again, to me, is a good sign. And it's something that I want to experience. I mean, it's like, the people there are amazing. The shows are amazing. It's beautiful there. It's like the whole thing is just, it's an amazing place. It's like, I mean, I literally live on the opposite side of the world as you, so it's kind of, so it's exciting,
When you have come to Brazil, did you try any typical food or visit any touristic place?
You know what? We didn't really have time. I mean, I ate a lot of good food there. I don't know where it came from, but it was the food was great, and everybody was so nice. It was like, everybody was like a little more laid back than they are here. I live right outside of New York City, so it's just like I'm like all the time. It's crazy, but even in Rio, I mean, it's crazy, but it's just different attitude, different sort of attitude in the people.
And this time, you guys will have time to visit, or are you just gonna play and leave?
I think we have a day or two off, so I'm excited to get out and see what I can see.
That's very cool. I think you're gonna love it. The band has been on the road for nearly 40 years. When you look back, what do you think was the main lesson that stuck with you and you could pass on for new bands that are starting now?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. See, I never offer my advice to younger bands unless they ask me. But you asked me, so I'll tell you. My advice to a younger band would be, get on the road and stay out there and use the technology that's available to you to get your message across, but don't engage too closely, because your job is to write songs, perform, give people autographs, and you are there for your audience. The audience is not there for you. And so for me, that's, you stay in this place where I'm here to make sure you guys go home happy or something happens, where it's like, I was always turned off by rock star types that are like, oh, this audience is here for me. And it's kind of like, to me, that's sort of like, you're an arrogant narcissist. But I just say, and don't worry about being a star. Just use social media as much as you have to, but don't count on it for your success. Work on your songwriting, make your songwriting better, play a lot, tour a lot, do whatever you got to do, but there are ways to get your message out there. And I think in the end, the best song wins. And there's a lot of cheap, shiny objects out there in the world, and they flash really brightly, and then they're gone. And that seems to be like disposable music culture is one of my pet peeves, I suppose, because it's like, I always wanted to build a song or create a song that would be durable and last, you know? It's like, don't forget that you may be creating a legacy for yourself.
I think this is a really cool advice. And I'm wondering, is that a type of advice you receive when you're starting, or you wish that you received this type of advice when you were starting?
I wish I had better legal advice when I started. I wish I had a better lawyer. Yeah, I wish I had a better lawyer when I started. And, you know, I wish that I'd made bolder decisions about certain things, you know, just more, you know, but, you know, all that taken into consideration, it's kind of like, I'm in a great place. So ultimately, over the long run, I did more right than I did wrong. So that's a win.
That's cool. As I said, 40 years is a long time, and it's so nice to be able to see you guys still playing and go strong. And I want to know, what is the biggest goal for your career? Sorry.
Oh, right now, what my goal is?
Yeah, like, what is the biggest things that you haven't achieved yet and you want to get that?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to be able to sustain our career touring, and I still want to be able to put music out when I want to. Those are still important things to me. You know, it's simpler for me, I guess, than it is for a lot of the younger artists, because, you know, we built up a touring base and we can, you know, make our living that way, and that's fun and it's exciting. It's a lot of work, but you know, yeah, those are my two goals. I just want to be able to keep making music.
What is your favorite music from your band? Like, from the old times and now?
From the old times, I think when I started to turn the corner and then got into that album, like Superstar Car Wash, and then moving into like Boy Named Goo, like that's where I started to be able to like really kind of write actual songs. And that was exciting. That was exciting because it was like I was learning and growing and all that kind of thing. I like that period. There's one album that I'm really, really proud of that really didn't do anything, but it was called Something for the Rest of Us. And I felt like that album needed to be made, even though there were no hits on it. I felt like it captured a moment in time. But you know, those, anytime I can feel like, oh, I just did something I didn't do before, I get excited about that.
That's really cool. I want to know also, you said in your advice for new bands that they need to think about social media nowadays. But when you are writing, do you think about social media? Do you think if this music it's like gonna hit on a social media?
I don't, but I know a lot of people do. You know, it's sort of, to me, it's like putting the cart before the horse. You know, I mean, it's like making the video and then trying to figure out what the music should be after you see the visual. So to me, that's a little backwards, but yeah, I mean, it's an unfortunate thing that, to me, that, you know, but about social media, where it's just like, it just means everything now, and it shouldn't, you know. I think, you know, but it is a necessary tool in the modern world of the future. So, you know, I just don't engage personally with anybody on social media. I just, if I ever post anything, it's just about what the band's doing, and then, you know, and then just let it go.
Yes. And can you tell me what's the difference when you're starting writing and right now? Like, how this changed for you?
Well, I think as you move along, every time you pick up a guitar, hopefully you can try to learn something. But it's like I've tried to keep the music, you know, and being a reflection of wherever I am in my life, you know.
And you guys released a new album in August 2022, Cows in Bloom. How was the process of producing it, and also what do you think was the difference? Oh, sorry. And I want to know, like, in some music, the guys talk about really social problems. How this is important for you to talk about it and using your influence to put these things on?
I mean, I didn't do it to sort of use my influence. I don't know how much influence I have over anyone or anything. I don't think I have very much, but it was just something that I felt like I needed to say on there. I mean, it's like, you know, I live in a country that, you know, I was born here, so I obviously have feelings for my country, but it just feels like we're so divided, and underneath it, it feels as though there's some sort of a con game going on. Underneath all this political division, everything's becoming political here. And it's just like, it's exhausting.
Yes. So before we finished, I want to know, do you know any Brazilian bands?
No.
Okay, that's cool.
Is Junior Groovedor, is he Brazilian?
I don't think so.
No, he's not. Okay, all right.
I don't know. I will look up for you.
I saw
promise.
a video of him at backstage at like Rock in Rio. He was playing that bass. But
so if you could choose one band or one artist to collaborate with you in your band, in your show in Brazil, what would it be?
Oh God, God, there's so many. Any band?
Any band.
Any band
that are together now or not, you can choose.
It would be amazing to have a guy like Jimmy Page come out on stage and play all the guitar solos.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you.